Hey everybody, it's Vika and this is Bad Health Monologues. Today my achievement was that I cleaned. I feel like this is my achievement every other day, but apparently I'm a messy person. So today I'm going to talk about therapy and therapists a little bit. I've heard like a lot of mixed information about therapists from people who have seen some or from people who have had bad experiences with some. I consider myself very lucky that I found first therapist I've ever seen in my entire life. She's great. She's open, fun to talk to, and by talking to her is how I sort of like come to my own conclusions, which fits really well with my personality. I'm not a very directive person, so when people tell me like, do this thing, I feel like I'm like, no. So basically my therapist, we just talk. I go in, she asks me how I'm doing, we talk, and then that's it. I come to my own conclusions, and sometimes like I'll write them down or I'll email her to let her know what my conclusions are, and then we'll kind of discuss them the next time, which will have me come up with other things that I'm like going to conclude. So that's how I do things with my therapist. I have heard a lot of people complain with their therapists about feeling like no connection with them, so they're like, oh, therapy is not for me. You're not going to find your lifelong partner in everybody. Like, there's a lot of people out there, and there's only going to be like maybe like a couple of people that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life with or spend a grand portion of your life with. It's kind of similar with a therapist. You can't expect to walk into therapy and to find the perfect person on the first shot. I was lucky. I found the perfect person on the first shot. But if you haven't and you feel like you still sort of need direction, you don't really know what's kind of going on in your life, maybe you should just keep looking. The unfortunate part about all of this where I live is that in the public sector, it can take up to 7 months to see someone if you're just a mild case. It's hard to find someone, period. So whenever you do find someone and a person's not a good fit, it's really frustrating. My advice is save up money as much as you can and go into the private sector and experience this way, or to be really patient with our health system. Thankfully, we have free options. It might not be the best options. It's important to also be honest with your therapist. Instead of stopping to go see your therapist, instead of just completely cutting off ties with the therapist, tell them what you feel you need from a therapist, and sometimes they can refer you to the right person instead of like jumping back into the system from the beginning. A good therapist is going to have your best interests in mind, is going to tell you they want to see you succeed and hope that they will never ever see you again after you are done dealing with them, and they won't be afraid to refer you to somebody that you feel more comfortable talking to, because their job is to make you feel better, and if this is going to make you feel better, then see what I'm saying? That's my advice on like therapists and therapy. I'm not saying everybody should get a therapist, but sometimes it's nice to just unload. We are all affected by life's little injustices in a way, and sometimes that piles up. There's no shame in hiring somebody to be your friend momentarily, to listen to you, to have open discussions with you, to have you open your mind and open your thoughts. Maybe point you in a different direction that you had initially thought was possible. That's my advice to all of you today. I am now going to enjoy my weekend. I feel like I'm doing almost nothing this weekend, but that's going to feel great considering my week was a little bit busy. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to follow me on my recovery, you can just hit the subscribe button down below, and I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay happy, stay safe, and take care of yourselves. Bye!